got it. I, Gary Baynes, having been elected to the office of Councillor Ward 2 in the municipality of the Corporation of the Town of Bradford, West Gwillimbury, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise the office of Councillor Ward 2 to the best of my knowledge and ability, that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner, that I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act, that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II. And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Council declared before me, Justice Roberto Zito of the town of Bradford, West Gwillimbury, in the county of Sandhu, province of Ontario, this 4th day of December 2018. Please sign the declaration. I have no faults.
Wasn't me.
And the declaration has been conditioned.
Councillor-elect for Ward 1, Ron Orr.
I, Sandhu, having been elected to office of Councillor Ward 1 in the municipality of the Corporation of the Town of Bradford, West Gwillimbury, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and partially exercise the office of Councillor Ward 1 to the best of my knowledge and ability, that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any other improper manner, that I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act, that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, and I make this solemn promise and declaration consciously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Council Sandhu has been declared before me at the town of Bradford West, Gwillimbury, in the county of Sandhu, province of Ontario, in this 4th day of December 2018, and I am Justice Zito. Would you please sign? And I will sign right after you. Congratulations.
Deputy Mayor-elect Kayser.
Would you like to also place your right hand?
I, James Leduc, having been elected to the office of Deputy Mayor in the municipality of the Corporation of the Town of Bradford, West Gwillimbury, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise the office of Deputy Mayor to the best of my knowledge and ability, that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner, that I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act, that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II, and I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it is true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Your oath has been declared before me, Justice Zito, at the town of Bradford, West Gwillimbury, in the county of Sandhu, province of Ontario, in this 4th day of December 2018. Would you please sign right here? That is good.
Yeah.
And I have commissioned your declaration right after you. Congratulations.
do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise the office of mayor to the best of my knowledge and ability, that I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner, that I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act, that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
Mr. Keffer, declare before me, Justice Zito, at the town of Bradford, West Gwillimbury, in the county of Simcoe, province of Ontario, on this 4th day of December 2018. Would you please sign your declaration? Congratulations. Your council has been sworn in.
Thank you, Justice Zito, and congratulations again, gentlemen. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to present the chain of office to His Worship, Mayor Rob Keffer.
Good evening, everyone. And thank you for joining us for the official inauguration of the 2018 to 2022 Town Council. Thank you to all who have been a part of this evening's program and to all of the town staff who were involved in putting this event together. I would like to thank some of the special guests and dignitaries who have joined us here tonight. First, I'd like to thank His Worship Roberto Zito, a Bradford resident, for your important role in tonight's inauguration. I'd also like to thank Reverend Diane Knowles for your thoughtful blessing, and Maddie Kokal for lending your voice to our national anthem. Representing the office of MPP Caroline Mulrooney, thank you to Ramnik Bala for attending tonight. Representing the South Simcoe Police Service Board, we are fortunate to have in attendance tonight Chair Rod Hicks, Vicinio Miguelo, Sharon Bellani, and Chief Andrew Fletcher, and a special thanks to the Honor Guard that let us in tonight. Representing the County of Simcoe, welcome to Trevor Wilcox and Rob McCullough. Thanks to our friends from the town of New Tecumseh, Richard Norcross, Deputy Mayor. Thank you for being here. At this time, it's a time to give thanks and to acknowledge the people that have helped me and all of council along the way. I'd like to give a special thanks to my wife Jean, my son Matthew, and friends and family. My daughter Nicole is here, and all the people who worked on my campaign, for your support not only through the recent campaign, but over the last number of years. It is a great honor to have the confidence of this community to serve as Mayor of Bradford West Gwillimbury. And as I said 4 years ago, my wife Jean and I both grew up in families where our parents were active in their communities, and they taught us to take an interest in what was going on and to give back. Our interest in municipal politics has grown from both of our fathers being West Gwillimbury councillors, along with my grandfather being a Vaughan councillor. And I want to speak briefly about election campaigns, the democratic process, and the great opportunity campaigns give us to listen, learn, renew, and connect to our town. All of my fellow councillors and all of the candidates went through this process and learned from it. Knocking on doors and hearing from the residents is vital to being part of elected office. We know there are issues out there, but we learn from life's challenges and are motivated to work the best we can in the time we have to make a difference. And your elected council will do our very best to respond to any issues. Throughout the election campaign, we spoke to thousands of residents. We spoke about practical plans to build a better town, and it resonated with the residents. And of course, I would like to thank everyone who voted for me and expressed your confidence in the work I have done over the past 4 years and my plans for the next 4 years as your mayor. Now, some things have not changed over the past few years. I continue in my unwavering commitment to fiscal responsibility. I have and will continue to work with my fellow council members to put forth an annual budget with only the minimal cost increases required to keep up with rising costs. We understand the financial pressures we all face, and we respect every tax dollar that we are entrusted with. I will also continue my commitment to transparency, openness, and engagement. We will continue to create opportunities to gather input from residents and to be responsive to your questions and concerns. It is my personal hope that residents continue to find me accessible and responsive, whether you need information, support, or just to say hello. But there are some differences between tonight and my inauguration in 2014. Probably the biggest one is that my fellow council members and I have the distinct advantage of having worked together for 4 years. At this time in 2014, I had only worked with about half of these gentlemen before. All of us had met and had a few conversations about what our priorities might be, but the only things I knew for certain was that I had heard from the public and what I personally thought was important to achieve over the next 4 years. Tonight, the 9 of us stand united before you with a strategic plan already outlined to guide our work for the next 4 years. We met as a group 2 weeks ago with the support of senior staff and a facilitator to discuss how we can achieve the things that are most important to all of you. We identified 5 key priorities, and while you will hear much more about them in the coming months, I wanted to outline them for you tonight to give you a sense of where we're headed. Item number 1, and I'm certain this will come as no shock to anyone, is to reduce traffic congestion. We will continue to implore the provincial government to construct the Highway 400-404 link. And also, we will develop a new transportation master plan that updates the town's long-term transportation strategy. Item number 2 is employment growth. We will continue to work with the local employers, major landowners, the Simcoe County Economic Development Office, and other stakeholders to champion BWG as a prime location for business expansion and new employers. Item number 3 is community and traffic safety. We will further explore and implement traffic calming measures within neighborhoods, and we will expand education and awareness programs for driver safety. Item number 4 is a facilities master plan. We will refine the plans for the Bradford Community Centre and other underutilized town properties and facilities. And item number 5 is housing affordability. We will pursue opportunities for housing for all with the development community, Simcoe County, and other stakeholders. We have a lot of work to do, but we will work together to do the best we can. These are our goals. These are our principles. I'm struck by the simple truth that what we learned from our parents, community service, we pass on to our children. And that as we work to improve our town, we'll do it for everyone. Seniors, adults, young parents, youth, and children. There is a lot to do, but I will always strive to be available to hear your ideas and respond to your concerns. Together, we will build a better town for all areas of town. I look forward to the challenges and possibilities ahead. Thank you again for the honor to serve as your mayor. Thank you very much.